I brought all the stuff over, Coach.
All right.
I'll help you. These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this. These
Fine.
Just prepare to be amazed. What? I knew it.
Ian-san! We were just about to ask... Of course! We're all...
Eon-san.
Cold. So... I'm drowning! And there's something in the water!
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's trying to swim.
The abyss. The abyss is coming. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach. And my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me, too.
But we haven't...
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
As you can see, they're mental. They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but we found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumor. According to the chief, we've never seen the effects.
The soy fat?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient
Oh, that giant black ball?
True. It poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago.
Right! You can purify abyssal...
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough.
So, what can we do now? You don't tell-
Come back to me, Coach Ada! Please, don't...
We beat Gasoitha!
What is it, Aeon-san?
But...
Are you sure about that?
She's busy clearing. She was the one who brought...
So dark. sunlight. Underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No. No, wait. You have to leave this place. No. Duarte.
Oh no!
My friend. Duarte. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end. Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an abyss invasion.
Wait, what do you mean?
You're right. Duarte didn't have many distinguishing features. I don't think he ever stood out next to the others. No problem.
We're back!
Duarte? How?
It's working!
That hurt. Duarte, you have to get out of here. There's some... You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time. Over a decade later and you're still... Once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew. We're almost at the No. Duarte? Wait, you're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Otoko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against... You went through all that for me? While all I did was cause trouble for everyone? I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Light it up!
It's coming for me. It's gonna eat me. It's no use. It will devour everyone.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems to be... She can talk to us, but nothing she says...
Ion-san, I heard you cured Otoko? I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? I think you're onto something. The mental distress does seem... Kochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. But the situation is... Ion-san, do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle? Then, what about people destined to be unfit for... When Conchita was little, her parents died fighting the... She was only 11 or 12. Conchita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting abyss monsters.
But isn't Conchita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious after?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, and the abyss monster dead at her feet. She became a completely different person after that. We all thought she overcame the trauma.
How can we help her?
Quali?
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster that hurt you! I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali.
I can do it! I don't care what it takes!
Family? If Quali goes to battle, the Abyss will devour. I can't let that happen! But it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. It's a death sentence. But I'm no warrior. I'm just a cat.
Conchita.
Fight it.
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle. I dispatched a team to clear them out.
There's no turning back.
I'm coming too! Burn it down!
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood. They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run?
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down.
Stay away from my brother!
I can do this. I have to do this.
Witness my rise, lady. Now you shall perish. Go away!
Where are the rest? Where are they hiding? That's impossible. can't. No. Wait. What am I saying? Abyss monsters are not actual.
She's back to normal!
Kuchita!
What? That is quite. I've always
Even though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up to protect.
Is that so? I finally feel. I think I'll rest here for a bit.
I'll keep you company.
Otoko's all better. Yes, really.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. But I guess she really can do the impossible. Rise with the sun! So all those rumors about the Traveler...
Kuchita's getting better, too!
Koichi, give me a hand.
Yeah, honestly, Paimon was. We only found a solution. Whoa, you're right. That. That sounds like something Paimon could do, but. Oh, you're amazing, Ansa.
Hian-san! Bad news! Okay.
Light it up!
What are you doing, Oko-lan? Wake up!
Don't you recognize...
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. Oh, careful! He's not himself!
Oko-lan!
He thinks we're Abyss monsters? Hey, it's okay! We're not the bad guys!
Come on! Wretched Abyss! Get out of my tribe! Mom, Dad, we're gone. This is my final battle!
Please, son, you've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
Wretched monsters! Give me my Look, Oko-lan! That's your father! He's... Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Are you alright, sir?
I'm fine. Please.
But what should we do? He keeps calling us monsters. What?
Abyssal corrosion syndrome. 500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Huh? That voice! It's...
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical interaction can be used to break through the hallucination. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option. That's why we developed the Drought of Lucidity.
The Draft of Lucidity?
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. So, it's reserved for the worst cases. This man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this hallucination. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush! Give me your worst. Hurry! He's awake!
Please, give him the draft. In his mind, all his family and comrades...
Monsters! What's going on? My head hurts. I just...
It's all right, my boy. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my...
Just... Capitano is fine.
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
Thank goodness everything turned out all right!
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about...
Right! When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss. 500...
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natlan 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land and witnessed their desperate struggle against the Abyss. Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens, oftentimes with complete disregard for their own survival. Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so I decided to offer my aid. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in they remember who I used to be. The Sentinel Knight, who fought with the Masters of the Nightwind. Still, I prefer to leave all that in the past. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is...
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natlan in my own way.
Like, with the Draft of Lucid, who knew you could make medicine? Were you...
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions among the soldiers, to the point where some attempted to kill each. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away shortly. That's who he was. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not in...
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? Paimon's starting to think we should be more careful around you.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's a personal matter. All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this... And that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to try...
If you have other questions, I'm willing to...
Wait! Paimon wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask?
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. Even now...
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to show... The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming... But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must...
Oh, did something happen?
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. It's best not to delay, so let us end our conversation for now. Best of luck to you all.
Captain still hasn't told us his real goal. He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met recently. Oh, right, the Lord of the Night! They just seem so...
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Hip.
took your wretched scoundrels! How dare you keep the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulaha, waiting! Kneel before us and apologize, or we'll... Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo, everyone's here!
Reunited at last.
I brought candy and cookies to Of course we missed you! Ooh, you brought Source crackers.
Just in time, traveler. It's so stifling.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to... A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan. I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people.
Sorry I'm late.
Shaska showing up.
I had to follow a group when I got back. I heard about what you did for my tribe. Thank you.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so let's get started. All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler. Your words will be...
Nope.
All right, then, sister...
Hold on.
Right. Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Huh? But why?
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question... It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations. It's just...
You're right. Just like when Paimon does... So basically you...
Oh, don't worry. This should...
Everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see Sweet Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave. out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone's gonna say. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, you're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're
With Paimon?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Sorry, Traveler. Paimon gave us a lot, whew, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the...
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, and when the time comes...
Exploration. Trials.
The Flower Feather Clan should be about ready to hold the new flying trials by now. Let's go check it out.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. You came. Yeah.
All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, fly!
Whoa! We're really... I feel light as a feather.
These phlogiston wings are up.
What the? Oh, Paimon can barely believe her eyes. How did they fly?
The merchants we ran into that day were selling a product called phlogiston wings. It's a flying machine worn on the back. To operate it, you just use a handheld trackball that controls the flow of gaseous...
That's incredible.
Yeah. If our tribe, well, if Natlan mass adopted this technology, it would revolutionize our mobility and response. Just think of the countless tragedies.
I feel like
You'd better believe it. Plus, you just passed a flying trial. Right, Elder Alba?
Elder Alpa?
Why not? The scoring rubric is about flying performance. It doesn't
Yeah, maybe, but... I mean, even Chaska had to ride a Kukasaur in a trial.
Well, if we can fly by ourselves...
Chaska, Traveler, what are your thoughts on this new invention?
Right? That's what
I agree that they have strategic value. But I don't think it makes any sense to evaluate candidates by the current testing.
Why? Shunan finally mustered the courage to go through with this. And now you're saying it doesn't...
I don't have any experience using these wings in battle. Nor is it immediately obvious how to incorporate them into the existing... Taking a longer-term perspective, I think we need to start by getting thoroughly acquainted with how these things work. Then we can develop a new trial format with new assessment criteria, tailored to candidates.
You all raise valid points. But Chaska, while your proposal sounds perfectly reasonable, we lost so many people in that war. And as for real world...
Huh?
Hey, stop staring into space! Say
thank you.
You have nothing to thank me for. Remember, the way you got your wings back was by relying on your...
Oh, Elder Alba! Bad news! Kukus...
Again? Okay.
Huh? Why did Chaska rush off like that? And then Elder Alpa and the others too? Anyway, let's go see what this is all about.
Rise with the sun! Light it up!
Oh, it's back! It found us again!
Curses. She's really riled up this time. Hey! Stop running! We'll never outrun a creature with wings! Get...
Stop! All of you!
Chaska! Oh, wonderful! Quick, get rid of... What's going on?
So it really is you, sister.
Wait, sister?
Koya, wait!
Is Chaska gonna be okay? Should we go check on her? Chaska?
I'm fine. Sorry for me. No point. She's an expert at hiding her tracks. At least, I always used to lose to her at hide and seek. Well, yeah. You know I was raised by Kukasaurs. Anyway, she and I grew up in the nest together. We played together all the time. Not all Kukasaurs are... When Mom decided to send me away, Koya strongly protested.
Maybe she thinks that humans stole you away from her.
It's a possibility, but in any case, we still stayed best friends at first. I had a hard time adjusting to life in the tribe.
Ah, so that's what...
Yeah, I did. I started getting curious, and then, as far as I can remember, that was the...
So, how did you answer?
Well, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you if I'd said yes. No, But I also knew that Koya wasn't a fan of humans. She saw it as not for a lack of try. It must be hard for Mom, being stuck... If things... For now, let's bring the wounded back to the tribe.
So, I hear there's been another...
Ha! I knew it!
Hey, show a little...
Well, now that...
Are you kidding? How?
Huh?
You take that...
Things are changing so quick.
Chaska, there's a conflict.
The whole
On any other day...
But now that the phlogisting wings have entered the equation, it's sparked a debate over whether our tribe needs the Kukasaurs at all.
I worry that we... Chaska. To prevent things from deteriorating further, I'd like to...
I will.
Traveler, you've already done so much for Nat.
Thank you.
And don't forget about...
This whole...
You think someone might...
It's possible. Also, Chaska...
I'll do my best.
Okay, so where should we start?
This all began with Koya's attacks. Unlikely. Given how she reacted when I showed up, I don't... If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue... So
Wow, so this is where you used to live as a child?
Mm-hmm. When I was little. Or sometimes after we got a bit of...
Stop! You're gonna...
Oh, really? I just thought it... Then I'll share more with... Hey, Mama Bird. I'm back. I brought a couple of friends with me. Traveler, Paimon. This is my mom. No, not really. Even then, it's basically a best guess based on their sounds, body language, and expressions. As for whether Mom understands me, I can't always tell. But somehow we still... Don't worry. I'm doing well, but I think... I know she's never been a fan of humans, but she's never deliberately attacked them before either.
Does, Auntie Chimpu know anything?
Doesn't look like it. Koya hasn't visited her. Then, could you please tell me where she's living nowadays? If this animosity... She said she'll take us there. Thank you, Mom.
We just got a message from Moika. She says to meet her at the Speaker's Chamber tomorrow. Does that mean your ancient name is ready to be forged? Let's get some good rest today. We need to be at our...
Hip.
This is a really remote location. Guess she was trying to get as far away from humans as possible.
We stay here? Okay, Traveler. Paimon. Koya is very hostile toward humans.
Any idea what
Sounds like things are... There's evidence in this area suggesting that Koya might have been the victim of a human attack. No! It's Chime, Koya's child. They came over the sea, under the cover of night, and they...
What the heck?
I searched day and night, and finally found...
Oh, yeah! Tafal's contraption is working like a charm!
Hey, there's another one! Who cares? Just get them all! T'Pol pays us per...
Jaska?
Jaska? How do you get here? Quick, stop her!
Don't you even think about running away!
Take me up!
Don't come any closer, or I'll... Go, Phlogiston Wings! Take me out of here!
Uh-oh, looks like it malfunctioned.
This is bad. Mom and Koya are already injured. And if that thing explodes...
Help! Elemental energy suppresses it! Please, someone!
Get back!
It's still...
Guess we need a more permanent solution.
That was too close. I thought I was...
Answer us honestly. Were you the ones who attacked Koya before?
I am...
Well, she says it was you. Just tell me.
It was T'Pol. He told us to catch all the wild Kukasaurs we can and... he also said that this Kukasaur has become a thorn in his side, so he needs dealing...
T'Pol? Huh.
Well, he tends to send his orders in... He pretty much never communicates with us in person. When he does, and whenever we trade Kukasaurs for Phlogiston Wings, we deal with his henchmen.
So you didn't even make them?
All we did was slap some labels on them and transport them over here, to make them look like they're...
To make it harder to trace their origins. Well, that's mighty convenient, huh? What about if I help...
No need. T'Pol doesn't tell us much. But he always stresses that he wants them alive. This is just a bit...
What?
Easy now. You're still injured. Hey, keep talking.
Yes, ma'am. So, the gaseous phlogiston has to be highly refined in order to power the phlogiston wings. The slightest imperfection can have disastrous but the Kukasaurs have a natural ability to process gaseous phlogiston. So, if you use them as an intermediary...
That's enough. So the
T'Pol should have them. But no one knows. We've tried looking for it ourselves, even followed them a few times.
Random thought. Maybe they're hiding...
T'Pol.
Jaska, Traveler!
That voice! It's Alpa!
Elder Alba? What brings you all the way out here?
Well, I was patrolling nearby when I heard the sound of it.
I don't believe it. Elder Alba, Does the name T'Pol...
Huh? So he's...
No. If he was a member of the Flower Feather Club...
Now that you mention it, I do remember a young man from outside our tribe who came to participate in our flying... You were away on a mission at the time, which is... He was a craftsman from the Children of Echoes, but he'd always dreamed of soaring the skies.
The Children of Echoes?
But despite his best efforts, he unfortunately... In the end, he went wingless and returned dejected to the Children of Echoes.
Wingless, huh? Maybe he invented the phlogiston wings to...
Perhaps. Or maybe it's simply his way of dealing with his...
Either way, it doesn't excuse his abuse of the Kukasaurs. I'm gonna take these guys back and expose the truth to the tribe. It's time for this conflict to end.
Easy, Chaska. Remember, the ringleader still hasn't shown himself, and this man's allegation about powering the phlogiston wings with Kukusaur, bringing these men to the tribe now, won't win over any current supporters of the phlogiston wings. In fact, it may even escalate the conflict further. After all, many are
Is that why T'Pol waited until now to try to capture my sister?
I don't know. I mean, he did tell us to spread negative rumors about the Kukasaurs and slip some Mora to anyone opposed to them, but...
But Koya only attacked...
Nevertheless, we will be hard-pressed to change people's minds while emotions are running high. Bravo! My thoughts exactly. In the meantime, leave these men with me. I'll escort them. I'll take the other members of their crew into custody, too. They won't get another chance to
Fair enough. Sorry, whatever it is, it'll have to wait till this is all blown over. I have to fix this situation, but... Mom, sis, rest up and get well...
That T'Pol's from the Children of Echoes.
Let's start by talking to someone we know. Wakey, wakey, Shilonen!
Oh, it's you. Okay, give me a second.
I climb trees to fly further and see farther. I don't usually stop.
Well, we're not all like you. Always full of energy, even after flying around all...
I'm sorry, Shilonen, but it couldn't wait.
Huh. T'Pol. Yeah, that ring... Nope, I'm afraid you're a few years too late. Why are you looking... Huh, phlogiston wings. Wow, okay. The kid actually pulled it off. Well, looks like no more rest for me today.
Pulled it off?
Yeah, he started trying to build a flying machine right after he got back from the flower.
So right after he went wingless, then. Was this flying machine anything like the gun you made me?
You mean your gun that's harder to tame than the proudest Kukasaur? No, he wanted to build something that allows anyone to fly freely, even if they're not naturally gifted. But he never got very far back then, though. Blew up his workshop a few times and barely made it out alive. His parents traveled a lot, which means most people in the tribe don't know them very well. I'll go get Puma. Wait for me in front of the workshop. I'm back. Allow me to introduce to Paul's mother.
Hello.
Oh, save the pleasantries. I don't want to spend any longer talking about that boy than I have to. I disowned him long ago. He is no child. All he cared about was his pipe dream of reaching the sky. And then when he left us, he spouted some nonsense about building a workshop in the sky to avoid the constant criticism of us. He left his notebook behind. Whatever questions you have, he's no son of mine. He never...
Wow, they've really fallen out.
Her husband, to Paul's father, he passed away recently. If you ask me, that was probably... I'll go keep her company.
Thank you.
Okay, so this notebook is the only lead we've got now, right?
Some early designs for the phlogiston wings. Ochkanatlan, the Cinder City. Looks like that's where he got his
So, was he serious about the workshop? Oh, yes. The one from the tribe.
That balloon has been there for a while, and everyone's been wondering how it got up there, but what if it started off even higher up, above the clouds and out of view? And it only descended to its...
Part of T'Pol's...
Seems likely. By myself? Possibly. But with a passenger, I doubt even phlogiston wings could take you up that high. At least, not without that relic to...
Yeah, and he's probably holding on to it. Nope, that's...
Let's not worry. Just because we can't...
Oh, good point.
And Mutoda. He was quite the flying ace back in the day.
I'll never make it.
Chaska, you're finally back. Things...
Some people even think we arrested the merchants just to support the flying squad and crack down on the phlogiston wings.
We found some promising leads, but there's a major obstacle standing...
A relic from the Cinder City? So Ochkon's still managing to sow discord, even after all these years.
An airborne workshop. And a hot air balloon above the trial arena. Neither phlogiston wings nor a Kukusaur can take you that high up. Do you
Really?
Do you still remember those spouts in the arena? When they were all blocked, the gaseous phlogiston was trapped in a... But now, it's flowing freely. If we were to block them up again...
You mean all of them except the one at the very top of the arena?
Precisely.
And then we just
Yes.
It's an extremely risky...
If you want to give it a try, Chaska.
Goodness me.
Maybe so.
From a technical perspective, then we'll have to take the rough and ready approach. See, our prior and it's not what...
So, what happens if we do...
It'll collapse.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
You're right about rough and...
Look! There's a chunk of solid phlogiston right over that spout!
Locked on! Bullseye! Locked on! Open fire!
Koya can give you a lift. She's actually been following...
Wow, Paimon didn't notice it all.
Well...
Whoa, you didn't...
Yes, up there. That's probably where... Alright, let's go have a little time. Aha. Just as I thought. It might look like a regular hot air balloon from the outside, but up close, it's clearly been heavily remodeled. And sure enough, it only descended below the cloud line. I should be able to figure it out with DePaul's notebook. That should just about do it.
Here it is! The workshop in the... Makes you wonder why DePaul even bothers with phlogiston...
Well, according to the notebook, the platform beneath us runs on components from the Cinder City. Those can't be mass... Also, for someone like DePaul who...
But if he's... Why bother making a whole... But this doesn't add up. If he's already achieved the power of flight, then he must have bigger dreams we don't know about. But what?
With any luck, we'll find...
me up! Locked on! Locked on!
Why won't it fly away like the others?
She's still breathing, but by the looks of it, DePaul was using these cages to extract. Once a Kukasaur is drained of phlogiston, it becomes too weak to move. Let me see. Looks like a log number 330. With the support of...
I was finally able to launch the airborne workshop. Even though it relies on the relic for 80% of its power supply, I've at least taken the first step. Log number 348. Research on the relic is progressing well. I should be able to replicate the technology and scale up production very soon. Has proposed a name for this groundbreaking invention: the phlogiston wings. I think I'm getting close. Soon I will achieve my dream. Log number 377. Encountered some issues with the new smaller model phlogiston wings. The gaseous phlogiston showed some volatility during the refinement process. Thinks we should proceed at a more cautious pace with the refinement experiments. But after so many past failures, I have to prove that I will succeed this time. Log number 114. Ran an experiment using Kukasaurs to refine gaseous phlogiston. It was a... Log number 117. I've started recruiting merchants and hunters. Log number 121. Major breakthrough in the efficiency of phlogiston yield.
Huh? So many parts have been crossed out!
Yeah, probably the contact he alluded to in his other notebook. Guess he has a benefactor.
Did anyone else notice how the numbering system in this notebook suddenly changed?
We haven't got time for tech. Huh. Never seen one of these before. Looks like this was built with the Cinder City components, too.
You're not thinking of giving it a nice hard kick, are you?
Take me up!
Whoa! What's that mechanism doing?
It's asking for a nice hard kick where it hurts. Aim for the weak spot. It's T'Pol's henchman. He must have brought them here using the relic in his prototype wings. Watch out!
Log number 403. Introduced me to some new comrades who fully support. I told them that some Saurians are blessed with wings, and some people with natural gifts, while the less fortunate among us can only look on longingly as they seize. But I also told them that progress can erase individual differences. Think of the tools humanity has made to fight back against wild beasts. The law we have put. I promised them that our research will be the new frontier of human I only hope that when we finally achieve this goal, we'll be proud.
Imagine a world where the skies are for all to share. If only it were possible. But DePaul, what about the sword? You're not sharing the sky? Bad move. I won't let you get away with it. I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Let's fly! Take me up! We could, right? Oh, that's a huge win already! Go us!
Looks like we've reached the center of the workshop.
And still no sign of Koya's baby.
Let's search this area for now.
Chaska, Traveler, come quick!
What is it? Did you find Chime?
Not yet, but look! It's another one of T'Pol's notebooks!
Log number 428. We decided to restart the experiments on phlogiston refinement, but without telling. This is the final obstacle to the success of log number 436. Earlier today... Anyway, as long as our secret experiment succeeds, I'm sure won't bring it up again. Log number 443. We will conduct the experiment tomorrow. Log number 4...
Huh? Why is this?
I guess whoever wrote down the log number was prevented from recording the results.
Log number... We lost many comrades in the accident. Among them are friends, but we cannot. As of today, we are scrapping the artificial refinement method. Instead, we will focus all our efforts on phlogiston extraction from live kukasaurs. They are arrogant beasts whose existence. To facilitate our operations, we will gradually move the airborne workshop closer to the Flower Feather clan, even as we continue to expand it. All this we do to create a world where the skies... All this we do to make T'Pol's dream a reality.
Given the way this is written, not to mention the fact that the numbering has started over from 0, it kinda sounds like this is someone new. Does that mean that T'Pol's already...
There's also a letter tucked in the end of the notebook. It's from Puma.
T'Pol, I don't know where your father is gravely ill. I know you never liked him and cared even less, but we'll still be waiting here.
So Puma's not T'Pol's real mom? Huh. Well, she did say he never called her mom.
We know that T'Pol's father passed away quite recently, and this letter looks recent. By contrast, the writing in this notebook is old. It looks like the real reason T'Pol didn't attend his father's funeral is because he'd long since passed away himself. If we ask ourselves why this letter was sent to the Flower Feather clan, why T'Pol always yearned for the sky, it all points to one answer.
That's right. T'Pol was my child. His birth gave me new hope. I wanted to become the kind of mother who spent her days as a valiant rider, soaring the skies. Not an ape, but his father wanted to settle down, to give his child a safe, sheltered life in his tribe. We fought about it constantly. He started and... I had no idea that despite being raised among the children of echoes, my child still... Can you imagine, Chaska? The joy and or how proud I was when he said he wanted to prove his... and then the anguish that...
You've got a lot of nerve showing your face.
Don't take this the wrong way, Chaska. I trust you've learned of T'Pol's wish on your way here. A world where the skies... If only his dream can be realized, no one will ever have to lose their wings again. War will never again come at such a great cost. The loss of Koichi is a tragedy that need never be repeated. So tell me, Chaska, do you really wish to see the phlogiston wings?
Nothing you've said excuses all the conflict you...
You mean the argument back at the tribe? It was a necessary measure. Is a mother harming her children when she coaxes them into swallowing a bitter pill? Of course not. The phlogiston wings are that bitter pill. We will never progress as a tribe if we cling to the scraps the kukasaurs offer us. Once the people have embraced the phlogiston wings, they will never look back. They will convince themselves that the sacrifice of a few kukasaurs is a small price to pay for our dominion. But this I had not anticipated. I barely had the chance to introduce the phlogiston wings to the tribe before you found...
Your plan was hardly foolproof.
Yet, it can still be salvaged. I'm sure you have your doubts about my method. You know me, Chaska. And you know that I've always treated as fellow humans. Surely you can understand my perspective.
Alpa, Natlan doesn't belong to humans alone. And truthfully, neither do I. How many times has the Abyss invaded Natlan now? And peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days. Because social bonds are what hold a civilization together. And yet you would break the bond we share with our Saurian companions to take more power for ourselves? That's as stupid as hacking your own arm off to use it as a club.
They are wild beasts.
How did someone like her ever become a writer?
You overestimate them. They bow to the strong and shun the weak. That's all there is to it. They never gave Tepal a second glance when he was at his lowest, nor me when I returned injured from the Cinder City. It's all about survival of—
You're wrong, Alpa.
Chaska, I will promise you this. Only the unruliest wild cucosaurs will be used for phlogiston extraction. The ones who have nothing else to offer to
Well, that's too bad. Because I know a few unruly wild cucosaurs who don't think that idea is gonna fly. Namely my mom, my sister, and me. And the others? To us—
Is that right? I knew you might be difficult.
Alpa!
Careful! Don't make any rash decisions. Unless you want to see her.
Oh no!
I told my subordinates to take control of the tribe while I was away. Luckily—
Take control? What are you planning to do with Muto?
Merely accelerate their end. And since you insist on imposing me too— No, Chaska. You are the strongest war. I just need you to stay here for the next couple of weeks or so. While my people— As
your vision is deranged.
You sure about—
What do we do? Even if the whole
Stop delaying the inevitable—
she's still holding—
Koya?
Huh? What are you— Stand down. No!
Let's run! Hold on to your hats. Give up, Alpa. We're negotiating my way now. And this ain't your strong suit.
Just shut up! Help! Anybody?
Something's up with this relic!
Aha!
Cool it down and look.
No! What is she doing? She'll bring us all down with her!
But why? We stabilized the relic!
Maybe it got damaged in the fight. We don't think of something fast. This whole works—
No. They're directly beneath us. My beloved tribe!
Okay. It's too powerful. But we need to get it. Koya, remember when we were kids? Come on. Don't worry. All I need is—
Don't be insane!
Alpa! What are you—
You're a fool! We cannot entrust this—
I'm the—
Sure, it may be asking too much for an— But I can fly it a safe distance away. Even if it's the Here, This should be high enough to save the clan. What?
You don't get to die a hero today. Are you hurt? Let me take a look at you. What do you mean I'm fine? Accident? Yeah, right. See
Chaska! Koya!
How are things looking here? I think that's putting it mild. I owe you one. Oh, but be honest.
Mom, I'll figure out the refinement problem. You don't need to work. I just need some more time. That's all I ask. Please just trust me.
The Flower Feather Clan yield to the strong. And it's up to the winners to define what. So it looks like it's my.
Koya! So, you're absolutely sure it's not because of the explosion?
Yes, for the 10,000th time, I'm sure. The blast barely touched her. The reason she fainted was old injuries playing up, compounded by the moment she finally relaxed, all the built-up stress finally caught up with her. And know what? Anyway, if she wasn't so busy with work, you can bet she'd come back.
I'll find an opportunity to apologize to her.
You'd better. No.
Got it. You're awake. I'll go let everyone know.
Hey, but we're not done talking. What are we gonna do with her, Even after everything that's happened, she still hasn't she keeps saying, I don't think Koya has forgiven me yet. But if you ask me, she's the one who's scared to open up and have an honest conversation. For all her she must have been a handful growing up. Thank you. And of course, thank you for keeping her.
Koya, Uncle Cusco, we're here!
Ha! I was just telling her that she's not to go chasing danger with
Cusco. I understand how you must feel. But it's all thanks to Koya and Chaska.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask. They didn't hurt you while we were gone?
Thankfully, when her co-conspirators tried to arrest me, I was out coaching Koya and Junet. The two of them were a huge help. They took care of things while I went around rallying the resistance. So, in the end, Alpa's... And as it turns out, not all of the Wingless want to see our dear Saurian friends replaced with phlogiston-powered... I'm so sorry. Most of the airborne workshop has now been dismantled. We've just left one small, harmless part intact. And...
Let's see how they like being locked up in a sky prison!
So, it looks like there's just one last conflict left to resolve. Peacemaker, you're up.
I said I had to wait until things had blown over, didn't I? And now that Koya, I just want to say, I'm sorry for how things went down. Huh? Does this mean you're...
There's that family likeness coming through again.
But that day, when we ran... Huh? So then, when did you...
Oh, it's Chime and Chimpu!
Be prepared. Stay safe.
History. You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Though our homeland has become a distant memory, the flames of war continue to rage. We've long stay strong. One day, I will deliver you to the place I promised.
Morning, Traveler! Did you have a nightmare? Paimon could hear you tossing and turning in your sleep. Maybe you're just nervous for the final battle? Just shake...
I see. If all goes well, 3 days should be more than enough to forge the name. You won't need to push.
Thank you. I'd say the sooner you can finish it, the better. I still need to announce the matter to everyone.
Don't worry. We should only need half a day. The Traveler has been in Natlan a while now. The Pilgrim's Chronicle should have enough records of her adventure.
Come in.
Hey, Malika! Oh, Shilonen and Citlali.
We were just talking.
Oh, yeah! You need the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right?
Perfect. Could I take a look? Well, it looks good. Usually the first step in forging an ancient name is performing a ceremony to extract memories from the ley lines. But since the Lord of the Night gave us this record, we can skip that part. Still, I've never used something like this before. This is an entirely new material for me, so I need to look into how the process might change.
I'll help you. My knowledge on the Lord of the Night and the Wyab might come...
That brings me to the second matter. As you already know, once your ancient name is complete, we need to venture. That will happen in 3 days' time.
3 days? So wait.
You're worried about the Traveler, aren't you?
Well, Paimon gave it a lot of thought, and this plan could save countless lives. Paimon understands what, but all this time, Paimon has barely left the Traveler's side.
That's right. And as long as we win, the Night Kingdom is a realm of soul. All in Natlan are resolved to win this war. So if you want to contribute...
The most important? That's right. Overcoming dangers side by side. All right, it's decided. Paimon will cheer the loudest out of everyone.
It's less about volume and more about mental focus. But I get it.
Of course, this all depends on the successful completion of the ancient name. Otherwise, the Traveler will not join me. That is the condition.
Don't worry. I swear on the honor of my tribe, I will not fail.
There's no time to lose.
All right, everyone. When we meet again, it will be to deliver...
Good luck, you two. 3 days.
From what I've heard, the two of you have helped more than enough. You should take a even if there are stray abyss monsters out there, our warriors can handle them. Don't worry.
Exactly! We can't take... We still have have a long journey.
I see. This final battle is extremely important to me. I'm also going to follow my heart. I plan on using these 3 days to calm my mind and work on a painting.
Oh, you...
I just learned, actually. I hear it takes a lot of... Of course, that's only when I have the time.
So that's how you relax. Well, it... So, if Moika relaxes by working really hard at something, that basically means she never takes a break, right? Oh, hello! Sorry.
There you are! We made... Other than our plan almost falling through, nothing at all. The preparations took longer than expected. We were so worried we wouldn't make it before you left and...
Well, if you...
Details! Anyway, come on.
Hold on, tell us what's going on.
Oh yeah. Jumped the gun a bit there, didn't I? Basically, we know about your super important... Before the pilgrimage, we usually hold a huge feast. All you can eat, with meat by the table.
Ooh,
I knew that would pique your interest, Paimon. You can eat to your heart's content. Of course, there's not just meat, but also all kinds of fruit, vegetables, desserts, drinks, you name it.
That sounds amazing! Well, the best adventurers know how to go with the flow, right? Plus, it sounds like this...
It's our fault for not telling you earlier. It'll be super fun!
Yes, what? Huh? What's the holdup?
Huh? Is that okay? Well, I definitely wasn't expecting that suggestion. She's the Archon, but we might as well extend the invitation. The Archon is about to fight for us with everything she...
Then who's gonna be the one to invite...
All of us, of course.
Come in. Oh, it's you four. Is there...
We're here to invite you to the people of...
Ah, I see. This is a special kind of feast.
Exactly. It's a...
Plus, I always wanted to do something to thank you for
That was my duty. Besides, it's... Although, this feast does sound rather...
So you'll come?
Of course. No need to notify Amina in advance. I'll just surprise... You don't need to turn this into some kind of grand banquet on my... I'll try my best to attend as an ordinary person. Not...
It's not like you're the type to pull rank or something.
True, but my presence changes the way people act. I just don't want to spoil the fun. A lot of things can change once an Archon is involved. A barbecue is best fresh off the grill. And still, people will insist on waiting for me to eat first.
Oh, yeah,
Don't worry. I'll jump in if that happens. I can throw manners to the wind, no problem.
No need. I can take care of it. Anyway, thank you for inviting me. I don't need to finish it. I enjoy the process, but now there's something...
Then let's go together.
Rise with the sun!
Ugh, you're kidding. But this is just a small send-off. What are we going... And again, I understand... Huh? You're here already? Archon?
We invited her. She agreed to come as a...
Surprise is putting it lightly. Sorry. I'm happy you're here. It's just...
No apology necessary. What's going...
Well, I started spreading the word about the send-off, just around the area like usual. A lot of people are still busy repairing their home, but the turnout has been overwhelming. Not to mention, we've received a small mountain of deliveries. There's no way we can use all this stuff.
That's our star Outlander's popularity for—
You're saying everyone's—
Yep. The news about your impending mission with the Pyro Archon has— Plus, you were amazing in the recent battle. A lot of— Basically, this whole thing is happening because so many—
Yeah, Malika and the Traveler are in this together. They both deserve a celebration.
Well, this is the perfect excuse to throw an even bigger party. All this extra stuff was gonna go—
No need to go to all that trouble. Besides, with so much of our nation in ruins, resources are still scarce. This extra spending for my sake is—
That's true. Party planning isn't— Sorry.
Oh, speaking of Atea, how is—
Actually, there's something we haven't told you. Auntie Atea passed away not long after the attack on our tribe.
What?
When you brought me her talisman, she was a hero to the very end. Even though her body was at its breaking point. In her final moments, her thoughts were in— Gatherings like this remind me of her and the party she loved.
We didn't mean to hide anything from you. It's— Cheer up, everyone. Auntie Atea would— Parties like this were her specialty.
Yeah, that sounds about—
So, come on, let's get to work, everyone.
Wait, you don't have to drag me.
Amina, you mentioned something about— First, invite anyone who comes to deliver supplies to stay for the gathering. If it's a caravan, ask them to extend an invitation to the sender as well. Make it clear in the invitation that anyone is welcome to attend, but you're no longer accepting donations. In addition, all leftover supplies will be purchased by the speaker's chamber, sorted, and donated to the appropriate areas.
That would be— I'll get on it. Right up—
Amazing plan, Malika. It was clear, concise, and organized.
I don't mind increasing the size of the gathering, I just didn't want it to be because of me. My approach to problem solving is always the same. Different solutions lead to different outcomes. The method may change, but the right choice is always grounded in law.
Whoa. Hana feels like she— Well, should we take a walk while everyone finishes the preparations?
Sounds good. A casual stroll can be hard to come by.
Nothing. We're just taking a look around. Oh, really?
The fighting consumes.
Because now—
Exactly. So let me know if you need extra help. Understood.
Oh, Mother Granny. No, well, maybe not completely normal. I'm still keeping tabs on the situation in the Night Kingdom.
We plan on bringing the—
I know. You're going to become—
Oh!
Most people from my tribe know the art, but I'm not very good. I can never seem to empty my mind. We commemorate the deeds of others.
I wouldn't phrase— Time will give you an answer. I'm more mature now, but that passion, that drive to—
You're saying I need to live in the Thank you.
Milani, maybe we should—
Yep.
Huh? Oh, you scared me. Sorry.
Ahow! Get out of the ice bucket!
The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula will not tolerate this stifling hut! We seek a cool place!
Oh, great, now we can't use any of this ice!
Hey! This is your...
Kachina, Ahau is on the run.
Okay. Sorry. As usual, Ahau brings chaos wherever he goes.
Leave this to me, Kachina.
What is this? Who dares lay a hand on the almighty...
I got him, Mualani.
Expert Ahau wrangling, Archon?
You shall utter our name with more... Some Dragon Lord you are if you need...
Ahau ruined an entire bucket of ice. We have others, but...
Seems like you could use some extra hands around here. Ahau, help out in the kitchen.
What? The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula shall...
I wasn't asking.
And Ahau, you have to learn to be good at some point.
Well, hop to it. There's a pot...
help! Someone sing! Hey, looks like the food is almost ready. Let's head over. Paimon can't wait to feast. Oh, but if there are still people you want to see, that's okay. We can head over later, too.
Chaska?
Hello, Archon. I'm,
Oh!
Yeah. It's okay. You don't...
I went to visit your parents.
You helped a lot, actually. I've always been grateful. I'll never be...
Grief is not something...
Yeah!
Thank you. Sounds like I owe my parents...
Yes, Coach!
Are you still helping
I heard it's more effective to have a focus task force. The worst is over, so it should be I'll be in touch with next...
Wow, that's...
So full. I'm practically a blubber beast.
What's that?
A creature from Fontaine with a super round belly. You've never seen a picture?
Oh, it sounds so... Paimon can vouch for their cuteness. Wow, she must have been a great fighter.
Wait, now that you... I've had dreams of Auntie Atea. She was her typical self. Brave. I've never had a dream that felt so...
So it wasn't just me.
Wait, you've had dreams too?
It wasn't just them. Some of the Growing up, I never wanted things to be that way. But even in my own dreams, nothing changed.
The same thing... Io's grandparents. I set up a tent near his home. I was so happy. In real life, Io... Traveler? Chaska?
Still, I have nothing to hide. She told me I felt like a... Maybe your dreams... It was a dream. It's fine.
Well, what about you, Traveler?
You're kidding.
No, of course.
Maybe the traveler's dream is a different kind of...
I may know the cause of the dreams. At the end of the battle, I launched a special kind of night war by using the power of the divine. Its great power allowed the Ode of Resurrection to bring back all casualties, independent of the time. In addition, the power of the Divine Throne revitalized the souls and memories within the Night Kingdom, allowing them to take the form of their past self, even after the battle. But I agree with Auroron. The traveler's dream...
The shamans of my tribe often receive visions of the future through dreams. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes.
So, the traveler saw the...
It's still unclear, but Granny taught me how to interpret dreams. Would it be okay if I tried to take a look? If I can observe your soul, I can find out the key element. You're thinking of the Dendro Archon, right? My tribe's power over dreams is nothing compared to that of an Archon. Observing the dreamscape requires a ritual and can only reveal static images. We also need the full otherwise the process could be used to violate the
I also have a fairly good understanding of the ritual. What do you say?
Then I'll start getting ready.
Yeah.